you've never been to a Cuban bakery, you're living half a life. Actually, if you don't listen to K-pop and you've never been to a Cuban bakery, you're living half a life. I mean, you're here and you're doing some shit, but it ain't living. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal. For those of you guys that do not know me, I love K-pop. It's probably the only thing I love in this life, to be honest with you. But I love K-pop, and MONSTA X is my ultimate group. And I just went to their Atlanta show, their We Are Here tour. I'm going to their Chicago stop. So I just figured I would just do a story time on Atlanta and how it was and everything that happened. And then I'll do a separate one for Chicago if you guys want. I didn't want them to get like bumbled up. So it was pouring so much, and it sounded really loud. So I just kind of took a break and I was waiting for the rain to get better, because it sounded, guys, it sounded so bad. It sounded like someone was literally peeing on my mic, or like static and weird when I was listening to it back. And I didn't want it to be annoying for you guys when you listened to the story time, because the story time is supposed to be fun and entertaining, not super annoying. I wrote down some points so I don't forget, so I'm gonna have my phone here. Oh, I just got a reminder to buy my BTS movie tickets for Bring the Soul, which I have to do. Every single thing that I put on my face, if you're curious about it, I'm going to list it all in the description box in the order that I used it, so don't worry about it. If you see me putting some eyeshadow on, you'll see it in the description box and it'll all be there. I already have my primer on, so let's begin. This concert, I was looking forward to it probably more than anything ever. I feel like I was just existing through life every day, trying to get by for these days to come. I love MONSTA. They're my ultimate group. I call them MONSTA, by the way. Just like I add an E next to all their names. I'm like Juhani, Kyuni. Oh, Wonho, I don't do that. Wonho, I don't do that. Shono, I don't do that. Miyuki. But yeah, anyways, you get the point. I was already a little bit nervy in a way, because I was seeing that a lot of fans were having trouble with Powerhouse. Not surprised. These companies don't give a shit about the fans, and that's just the honest truth. They really don't, and they take advantage of fans because they know that we're, I mean, I don't even know what other word to use, but except that we're like desperate to see these people because they barely come to our countries. So they know what they're doing. They're not dumb. They take advantage of fans like crazy, and Powerhouse isn't the only company to do that. And people were saying that the high touch was ass because they were being pushed and touched and it was super fast. It's ridiculous. I didn't want to have a bad experience. Everyone was picking up tickets and stuff. I was so nervy about that too, because my allergies were acting up and I wasn't feeling well. So we showed up a little like late to pick up our wristbands and our tickets. We had Ult VIP, the 4th row, but the first, now, oh wait, yeah. So now it changed. Not all Ult VIP get signed to album. Now it's only the first 100 people to claim their wristbands that get signed to album. Not surprised. Another thing that I'm just not surprised why they continue to just play fans. Like, you're such a liar. That was such false advertisement. And if I wasn't broke as shit buying your damn expensive P1s for a fast ass high touch, I would sue y'all asses. And I'm sure you guys feel the same. The luck that we just, I don't even know, that we have when we show up. I already had I was like, you know, we're not gonna get, we're not gonna get the signed album, whatever, like, oh my god. We show up there. Tell me how we are number 91, 92, 93. It's like, I can't make this shit up. We're right there. We call it, like in Spanish, we call it estamos rayando. We were like, ah! Like, we got there by like the skin of our teeth, how they say, right before it was like there were no more albums. So, thank Mose. And Moses. Where's my album so I can show you guys? I don't know where it is. Hold please, I'm gonna go find it. So here's the album. This is what you would get if you're one of the first 100 people. Look at that. Beautiful. A work of art, ladies and gentlemen. Be a flex. This is a little bit of a flex. Just reminding y'all what I'm gonna see tonight, while you're gonna see a motherfucker that still got foreskin and wears flip-flops. And I opened it up and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Look at this. And I'm supposed to have a pulse after this show. Hello. Hello. Look at that. Stunning. Check that out. Sir, what are you trying to do? And look at the photo cards I got. I got Juhani and I got Kiyuni. Gem. I have lip mask on, so I'm not gonna kiss it. So it was a little crazy. I was hearing that people, since they bought resale tickets, they weren't getting the P1 benefits, which sucks. It's so stupid. Anyway, so when we got in, we were 4th row, but we were all a little bit separate. My sister was on the right side. I was aisle center and Michelle was more in the center. If I keep looking this way, it's because my mirror's there. I was aisle, which I was super happy about because I just like, you literally slightly step out and you're right in their view and you can have fun with them and interact with them, and it's like really, really nice. So they opened with Shootout and it was amazing. Shootout is such a good opening song because it is so hype. Oh my god, it's so good. And that growl at the beginning, I'm just like, bitch. So good. I loved it so much. It was probably one of my favorite performances of the night, aside from like Alligator and Party Time. You know, at the beginning of Shootout, it goes boom, dun 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 dun, boom.
What's up, ATL? Let's get it.
There's so much energy in the building when that happens. It's so good. And even though I had seen Shootout once before, I saw it at the iHeartRadio in Philly. It was amazing. I needed to see it again for my health. It was just necessary. It was so good. I was so hyped. I had so much energy. I had my light stick. Look, I brought my light stick here for y'all. Broke mom babies waving around the first light stick. I had my shit at that. I was swinging that thing. It was so fun. And during Ment, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with Kiyuni. Hold up, let me finish blending this out. So let me tell y'all what happened with Mr. Kiyun. Kiyuni was drinking out of a water bottle and I was just like zoned out looking at all of them. Can you blame me? And he was like looking into the crowd. Me and him like met eyes, and for like a split second we just like were like looking, but while he was drinking a water. So like imagine he's just like looking into the crowd drinking water, and then he meets eyes with me and he just stays drinking and like looks, and then he puts the water down, and while he's swallowing he goes out like he blows a kiss at me. Bitch, tell me how. There were people around me that when they would interact with one of the boys, they would like freak out, they would lose it. Tell me how the hoe jumped out. Okay, like the hoe jumped out. And I just gave him like a little like sly like smirk. Is sly even a word? I don't know, but that's exactly describing what I did. It was like a little like a little smirk, and that was like my only reaction. I just gave him like a little cute smirk, and he just like stayed looking. It was funny because on the inside I felt like everybody else, you know what I mean? That I'm like, holy shit, I just got a little kiss. On the outside I acted just like kind of cool about it and just gave him like a little like I held on to that all night. So that was my interaction with Kiyuni. It was great. Something a little subtle, a little sweet for the kids. The boys were so fun and so interactive with the crowd. The people in the crowd were just loving them. They were just having so much fun. And then Juhani, I had, when did I interact with Juhan? I don't remember exactly the song it was. I think it was during Mohe. So everyone is always messaging me. Like the thing that happened with Wonho, y'all don't let that thing go. And I feel y'all. I think about it every now and then. I'm like, what the hell was that? But to me, it was just honestly just some good ass fan service. That was it. Every year someone's like, did something happen with Wonho? Did something happen with Wonho? Oh my god. And I swear to God, if I had 7 eyes, I would just be the happiest person, because that way I can just look at all the cheeks on stage and just see them all. But I don't, so I can't see, and me and the girls were separated, so I can't see everyone and what goes down and any potential interactions that could have happened with anybody else, because I don't see them seeing me, seeing them seeing me type thing. But with you, honey, so with Wonho, nothing happened with any of them. Like, nothing really happened with any of them. Me and Shonu kind of like met eyes a little bit. I was like dancing. Probably looked like since I looked like I was like flailing, looking crazy, that's probably why. Nothing out of the ordinary there. With Juhani, it was so cute because I was dancing with my light stick, but let me show you. Sometimes I would like doing this and whatever, but there were other times that I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I just had the light stick in my hand as an accessory, lighten up. That, oh, I don't have batteries in it right now, but it was just, I was like, ooh, get it, oh, yeah, bitch, ooh, yeah. Fuck it up, like that's how I look like. And there was a point that Juhani saw, and he kind of like did like the you know what I was doing to me, and he laughed, which is like super cute. Loved it, adore you, boy. Those are basically my main yeah, that was kind of like the only interactions that like stood out for me. Nothing wild, but those boys are gems. They are literal gems. And if for some reason you find yourself in this video and you don't stand MONSTA X, please, for the love of all that is holy, go out there, girl, and start living your life and start checking out MONSTA X content. You won't regret it. They are an amazing group. They're hilarious. They are so talented. They are out of pocket. They don't know how to act. They're so good. I love them so much. I adore them. I feel like this video is not even an experience about my concert. It's more like a, why do I love MONSTA X? I feel like the first 2 years that it took for them to come to the States and tour was way too long. It was way too long. I waited way too long for them to come here. When I saw them the first time, I nearly died. Second time, same shit. This time, still, a bitch still ain't breathing. Oh, and let me tell you guys about what happened during Alligator with Wonho, because I tweeted it out. I was probably the first person, I mean, I don't know or care, but I was probably one of the first people that tweeted out what happened to Wonho, because I tweeted it the moment Juhan and Minyuki dragged him off stage. Well, they didn't drag him, but you know what I mean, they carried him off stage, put like whatever. And I tweeted it and I was like, guys, Wonho's hurt, and I kind of explained what happened because I saw it literally happen, because Wonho was the person that I was watching when it happened in the song. So if you weren't there and you don't really know what happened or you didn't really see it, let me break it down for you. Okay, so it was during Alligator. He did this type of movement that he kind of like went back and front. And when he went front, I think he like either dislocated his shoulder, strained it. I don't know. Hyunwon said he strained it, but the translation could be like rough. I don't know. So that's what it looked like. I was like, wait, what happened? Because the moment he did that, his face, the whole song was like that. Like he was dancing like in pain. He kept squinting his eyes. And I was so, the whole show, I was watching him. I mean, not the whole show, the whole rest of the song, I was watching him because I was so worried. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's wrong? What's happening? That was me all of Alligator. After that moment, I was shook. And not like the good shook, I was like shook shit in my pants. Because I was scared and worried about like what the hell's happening to him. And then I saw that he like made a gesture, and when it first happened to him, he kind of like stumbled, and that's when I was like, wait, what the fuck? But when I guess it got way too painful for him, he made like this gesture and collapsed on the floor. And when he got up, he was crying. And that broke my heart. You don't understand. That just like shattered me. I've never obviously seen him like that in person. And it broke my heart to see him like that. I hated that so much. But luckily he seems like he's doing good. So that's what makes me think that it was like a dislocated shoulder, and like they put it back, and maybe it was like sore for a little bit, but then it got better. I don't know. But we can only really take his word for it, you know. He might be doing like okay. We have to believe what he says, you know. He says he's doing perfectly fine, he said in the New York show. So thankfully he's doing good. Our baby is back in business. I was so worried that he was gonna feel like disappointed, you know, because you know how he's like that. You guys know how Wonho is, and I feel like he was probably gonna be like really hard on himself. The fact that he probably couldn't finish the tour or the show or something like that. But then when he came back out, I was shocked. I was like, hold up, wait, he's back out here? Get your ass backstage and lay down, sir. That's how I felt. That's what I felt like telling him. I felt like getting on that stage and telling him like, what are you doing out here? What? No, get back there. Because he came back out in very Wonho fashion, and even though he probably felt like absolute ass and his shoulder was hurting because he looked like he was in pain, his arm was in his pocket. That arm that he hurt, it was his right arm. It was in his pocket the whole rest of the show, and he had a cap on. He was just like looking down, and it made me really sad to have him looking down, you know, because maybe he was like embarrassed or just felt guilty to like worry fans, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad. I don't like people like doing that, like looking down, you know. It makes me feel like they just don't feel good about themselves in that moment. But I love him, and he's just so inspiring of how hardworking and resilient he is as a person to still have been able to come back out on the stage even though he had just hurt himself, you know. Because I would have stayed back there. I would have tweeted later and be like, hey y'all, love y'all, but my arm hurts, you know what I mean? I don't think he realizes that it hurts us more to see him hurt than to not see him. You get me? I know y'all get me, because all mon bebés adore that boy. He's just a gem. The show was so good, and it was just so much energy. They were so hyped. They were so high energy the whole time. Juhan was just on it. And I feel when Wonho came out, Juhan was trying to divert the energy. I mean, not divert the energy, divert the focus away from Wonho. Because he knew that that's probably who everyone was looking at that moment, you know, to kind of relieve the pressure from Wonho, but also he was trying to really be the mood maker at that moment. Juhan literally looked like da 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 da, because he was being so much more extra than he normally is on stage. I mean, he's always super high energy on stage, but he was being even more, and I really think it was for that reason, to kind of take the attention away from what just happened, to, you know, lift everybody's mood and all that stuff. Because I know once your mood breaks, it's really hard to kind of bring it back up. You don't know how much we love them and how much we just are happy to see them, and you don't gotta do much to get our mood back. Wonho's out and he said he's doing good, he looks good. I believe him. I'm gonna take his word for it. And all y'all hype, everybody hype, we're having a good time. I don't know if that made sense, but you know what I mean. So after the show, we were the first ones for high touch. Holy Moses. My sister was the first one. I was second. Michelle was third. We were shitting our pants because when it was our turn to get in, no one was there. So we were the first ones to walk in. That was a lot. It was a lot of pressure. It was dark as hell though. So it was really hard to see their face, and it went by so fast. People were complaining about how my music taste was pushing people, touching them, super rushing the high touch, which is ridiculous. It's not that serious. What is the difference gonna make of you rushing everyone through the high touch? What are you gonna save? 15 minutes? 10 minutes? You're stupid as hell. That's so dumb. That's so dumb, and it's so disappointing that they did that, and they're playing fans that paid over $300 for a damn high five, man. So it was super fast. I barely remember it. I just remember Wonho having his hat on, and I couldn't really see his eyes, and I touched him like really soft because I was scared that was, you know, it was so hard for me to like analyze which hand he was giving me. So I was scared that that was the arm he hurt. So I just touched him really gentle. I was like, It was ridiculous how fast that was, because before I realized it, probably like a minute after, they actually, I think high touch from the first person that had high touch to the last person took no more than 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding, and I'm not exaggerating. It was that fast because we were there at the barricade waiting for them to get out for send off, and we weren't there long. We were not even there 5 minutes. I'm telling you, we were there like 2 minutes. It was ridiculous how fast they made that high touch. These fans pay so much money. Not these fans, us fans, because me too. We pay so much money to see these people, to at least be able to say hello, thank you for coming, we're so happy that you came to our city. Like, that's all we want, like 2 seconds. But they rob you of that, and that's ridiculous, man. K-pop fans are so powerful and they know that, but the thing is, we're equally as powerful as we are desperate to see these folks, you know what I mean? So they take advantage of that. They know that we are not gonna boycott the show because we don't want the group to think it's them, because it's not them, it's never them, it's always freaking staff. Are you guys surprised I'm doing a brown smoky eye? I know you're not. I know you're not. But seriously, when I tell you guys that it was so dark, I couldn't see the guys' faces. That's how dark it was during High Touch. And Send Off, it was the same thing. I'm gonna ask my sister for a clip of one of her videos, and I'm gonna insert it so you guys can see how dark it was. My sister was like, turn the lights on, because it was ridiculous. It was really, really dark. Everybody's videos were dark as shit. During Send Off, we were barricade and we were hyping everybody up. It was me, my sister, and Michelle, and I told it's two subscribers, Hannah and Grace, but they're like friends of ours now. We always see them at shows and we're always hanging out. I had messaged her and I said, we are all the way on the left side of the barricade, on the front, there's space here, run mama, run. So they came to our side and they were with us there, and we were hyping them all up. We were like, H1, and he was like, and it was so cute, so cute. Grace was like, you need a vocalist of our generation. It was so funny and it was so cute because they were like, yeah, and turning up. We were the same squad last year in Atlanta that was lit. We were lit, and we were dancing with the boys during High Touch and like yelling, and it was like, we were turning the fuck up. So they love that because MONSTA is loud and they're lit. So it was a really good time. For I Am, Grace was like, Horizon is the best song ever. And then I Am's like, it was so cute. And then Juhani, bitch, don't get us started on Juhani. We're the Juhani hype squad. When Juhan came, we were like, Juhan, 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 Juhani, Juhani, Juhani. We were like yelling, and he was like, A. He was like, A-Town, A-Town. It was so good. Ugh, I love those boys. They're amazing. They are so lit. Oh my god, they are the coolest people ever. Such a good time. Whew. Thank you God for K-pop, because if it wasn't for K-pop, I don't know what I'd do in my life. I'd be bored as hell. What would we do if it wasn't for K-pop? What would we do if it wasn't for MONSTA? So I feel, I mean, obviously it takes me forever to do my makeup, so I obviously finished kind of like the important points of my story before I finished my makeup. So we could just talk about just MONSTA in general, and you know, like little parts of the show that I remember. It was so great though. Oh, that smells weird. Oh, I almost put this on my face. It has yellow eyeshadow. Thank you, whatever guardian angels just protected me right now and was like, girl, you wanna slow down. I almost put yellow eyeshadow. Oh my god, where it did not belong. If you've never been to a MONSTA X concert, please go. It is so worth it. I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't lie to y'all. It's worth it. Even if MONSTA X is not your ultimate group, don't miss the opportunity. Go. I gotta touch up my highlighter. I don't know where I put it on. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Guys, I am so nervy about seeing them again. I'm out here acting like I'm about to go on a date with one of the members, bitch. You know? Because you know when you get like so nervy that you're like, why am I nervous? I'm just going to a show. Why am I acting up? Why am I being extra? But it's like, if you're not a K-pop fan and you don't like love these people, and you're not, you know, you're just not a K-pop fan, you just don't know, you don't get it. Because before I was a K-pop fan, I didn't get it either. But these boys, they got me shook. Shook, Katy. How many of you guys went to their Atlanta show? I want to know how many Mobiles are out there, and if y'all did. They are so much more stunning in person than they are in videos and pictures. Videos and pictures do not do them justice by any means. Videos and pictures are shit compared to what they look like in person. Ooh. This is a look. You can tell I love my boys. My makeup came out fresh. Can we take a second and talk about Hyungwon's hair? Never cut it. Please. This hairstyle was made for him. I saw that a Monbebe drew him with this long hair months ago. And I feel like he low-key saw it. Not even gonna lie. He had to have seen it. There's no way. There's no way. It's the same choppy haircut in the front and like kind of long in the back. Oh my god. Whoever cut that man's hair did an amazing job, first of all. He looks super good. Let me add a little bit of, you know. I'm going to be doing more of these types of videos where I just talk, and this talk is always going to be K-pop related. I almost did a whole ass video dedicated to Hyungwon's long hair. I should, because that's something to talk about. I think it'll be really fun. I just go putting my makeup on for the day, something to entertain myself also, so I'm just like sitting here like, so if there's any topics you want me to discuss, and obviously K-pop related, or I mean it doesn't have to be K-pop related, to be honest with you. It could be anything about, I know a lot of you guys want to know about my college experience. I've had a lot of you guys also ask me about my relationships and how that went. Shit show. My standards have skyrocketed ever since I got into K-pop. I was always really picky. Like, I would never like guys, you know? It was not common for me to be like, oh, I like this guy. It really wasn't. And ever since I got into K-pop, forget about it. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my damn life at this point. So if you guys are still here in this video, you should definitely subscribe. We're gonna switch things up a little bit around here. I'm gonna do more videos like this where it's kind of a chat, but I'm also putting makeup on, because aside from K-pop, I really like makeup. I honestly had such a good time at MONSTA's show. I 100% recommend it. Amazing, amazing show. Amazing guys, amazing performers. They're just such wonderful people. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be such a good time. But yep, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.